You have stood at that witness stand and testified this entire time. Are you telling us now that your memory of that night is hazy? It is only human to err. If you're so perfect, Wright, maybe you can explain this for the court. What is it? When the murder happened, the bridge had already burned down. But somehow the body traveled across the bridge and was found. Well, she flew! I don't fucking know, apparently. Perhaps you have some kind of perfect explanation for this little magic trick? Well, not exactly, no. I know there must be some other way she got across that burnt-out bridge. But unless I can somehow demonstrate it, we'll never know the truth. It looks like the defense is not prepared to offer a suitable explanation. See what I mean? In other words, you're in no position to suggest that this lady's testimony isn't the truth. It's not going too well. Alright then, witness, let's hear your testimony once more. About what, Your Honor? You've admitted that you moved the victim's body. Nevertheless, your prior testimony contained a rather large inconsistency. Please add an explanation for that to your testimony. Yes, Your Honor. Will this be her final test? Dude, I couldn't tell you. I hope so. There'll be way more after that, though. It's not going to be over this quickly. Other than walking over the bridge, there's no way to move the body. So I must have just gotten confused, I guess. Was the snow still falling, or had it stopped? Yes, it matters. I can't keep track of it, but the characters in the game can, as they should. Or are you saying that there is a way to cross a burning bridge? I did. Most of the way. So it was just a misunderstanding, I see. This is a photo of Dusky Bridge after it burned down from the lightning blast. It was taken on the morning after the incident. The lightning blast. Why is that rope suspiciously hanging like that? Don't tell me someone fucking Tarzan swung. Don't tell me that's what happened. Larry saw someone flying through the air. Don't tell me they were just like swinging somehow on the rope like that. What the hell? Maybe. Oh my god. That might be really weird. One of the suspension wires is gone. It's amazing the whole bridge didn't fall. I pointed out that missing wire back when we were over there. Clearly it would be impossible to carry a corpse across a bridge in this condition. Unless I do something to discredit this testimony, it's going to be deemed as the truth, and Maya will be accused of murder. Again. I'm only going to say it one more time. It is only human to err, and only humans can spot the errors of our ways. The more sense he makes, the less sense he makes. Alright, Mr. Wright, please begin your final cross-examination. Oh boy. Well, this is the final one. What the hell are we going to do after this? Because there's got to be way more to this. I mean, just the way that photo was presented with that wire hanging down like that. Let me go back to the first one. Yes, but if the snow had already stopped when the incident took place, I couldn't have crossed the bridge, naturally. But I think it's just like Mr. Godot said. The body did make it across somehow. Yeah, I mean, I'm reluctant to just present that, like, so out of nowhere. Because it's kind of, you know... Well, I don't see why there wouldn't be a way across. Mr. Wright, don't you think that sounds a bit silly? A dead body crossing a burning bridge? Did anyone actually witness such a thing? If there was, I don't think you'd call someone like that a witness. After all, a dream isn't the same as actually seeing something. But how do you transport a body across a burning bridge? Even if I don't know the exact answer yet, it's okay, I'll start by examining. Well, I guess I'll present it then. Like a shark. Sure. Here you go. It's all up to you, Loris. A dead body flying over a burning bridge? I wouldn't exactly rule out the possibility. Gotcha. You're saying it's possible? Don't make me laugh. The only thing that's possible about your claim is that it's been pulled out of thin air. I don't know about that. In any case, we have a witness who did see it happen. Poor Prosperous. Who is it? Who is this witness? Do we have to bring him back up here? Miss Elise Donham's brilliant and highly gifted apprentice, Laurice Donham. Brilliant, highly gifted apprentice? Remember what he said in his testimony? That night he was at the Mountain Shack, Heavenly Hall, and that's when he witnessed the event. I think you've all seen this sketch before. Godot probably can't see half of it. It's an exact drawing of what he witnessed that night. Are you serious? Today's not April Fool's Day, is it? Mr. Wright, are you seriously claiming that the victim flew through the air? And you're using this pathetic scribble to support your argument? Uh-oh, the judge looks like he's about to blow a gasket. Well, Wright, there's nowhere for you to hide now. Other than looking like it was drawn by a 6-year-old, does this sketch prove anything? Yes, I'm pretty sure it does, and I'm going to prove it. Listen, I know your tricks. You're trying to turn this whole thing upside down. If you're so eager to turn this case upside down, why not start with this sketch? Oh, is it supposed to be them swinging below? That would make more sense. But how would Larry see that? Didn't he see it from Heavenly Hall? And why would Godot say that if that was true? Well, okay, maybe I shouldn't pay any attention to what Godot just said. Because like the opposite is not a choice. To say if she didn't go over it, she went under it. So she must have flung over it, which is weird. But it's got to be exactly what happened. You did it, Laurice. You did it. You can see it right there in the sketch. Whoosh! You know, you're starting to remind me of yesterday's witness. Well, don't say that. That's the worst insult. Do you have any evidence that the victim flew through the air? We haven't discovered a giant human catapult at the inner temple yet. I wish they had. That'd be fun. Even if you're a lousy lawyer, at least you're 1 cup's worth of entertainment. I think we should skip the penalty this time. Penalty? Was I wrong? It's not exactly what happened? Okay, then. I gotta get back there? Okay. Oh, it's different dialogue. But I get it now. That's why I believe the sketch shows the truth. That's weird. Doing it again and like it's different dialogue. That's kind of neat, I guess. Huh, I was gonna edit it out till I got there, but it's different. Okay, I guess it's a contradiction then. Here you go. So she did swing under. I'm no art critic, but even I can see that. No, that's not what I mean, Your Honor. Maurice Donham stated it over and over, that this sketch was exactly as he saw it. His head was upside down. But how would he see that at all? Unless, I don't know exactly, isn't Heavenly Hall, is it like down? Lower than normal? If so, then he could see under the bridge, but I just wasn't picturing it like that. If we're to believe his testimony, then the sketch contradicts reality as we know it. Contradicts reality? Yeah, that's what it was. It must be down lower. And, his head was upside down. So he drew it like that. The person should be underneath. But... I don't know, because I was thinking before this about the wires, because they were talking about, you know, one of them gone, and we clearly see the one that was there, and the one that I presume flung the person. But now I'm thinking I should choose the person. It's only a little bit of health. Reality as we know it. We don't know? I still don't know why Godot said that at all. But we don't know that she was flung like that? Fuck it. Just flying figure, naturally. After all, people haven't learned to fly yet, or did I miss something? Mr. Wright, that answer just now. It was lethal. Thank you. Great. After dragging us all the way to this point, that answer was embarrassing. It was so embarrassing, I'm actually blushing. Blushing only suits women, not the elderly. What about elderly women? Well, let's try that again. I've decided to rethink the whole thing. That sounds like a wise idea. Rethinking why you became a lawyer? Perhaps you'd like to rethink merely being born. I'll get around to that. No, I'm not going that far back. That was not up to me. The witness will now return to her testimony. Gotta get back to it. Fucking again! Larry's stupid idiot sketch. Again, here we go. Point to the thing. This is that one. And we'll point to the wire this time. See, I think I chose the wrong one. I think the options were rethink things or point to something else. Those are two very unclear options. Like, either of those could mean either one. I thought rethink things meant rethink where to point on the picture. And point to something else meant point to a different piece of evidence. But clearly it was the other way around. It really could have gone either way. It was very unclear. So, yeah. Present here. For the love of everything. Don't make me present this picture again. Is that the thing that contradicts reality? It is indeed. Then show us the reality it supposedly conflicts with. What the fuck? Now should I... Oh, no, I'm not pointing to the picture anymore. I'm pointing to a piece of evidence. Fucking shit, man. Can we get this photo away from here? Laurice, you've caused me nothing but grief. Tracks photo. Crime photo. What is this? Oh, that's that one that we just got. I guess it's that then. Sure. That's a photo of Dusky Bridge, correct? Yes, now compare the sketch and the photo for a minute. In the sketch, the wires appear to be above the guard wires. But on the actual Dusky Bridge, jumping Jehoshaphat, the wires are below the guard wires. I mean, I wasn't looking at his picture as if it was like the bridge layout, the architecture of the bridge. Because I didn't expect him to possibly get that right at all. I wasn't thinking about that. Isn't it likely that the... That's what I was thinking. Or just isn't talented. Exactly, I'm on your guys' side on this one. I didn't think anything about that because I was just like, oh, Larry's dumb. His picture's dumb. With someone like Laurice, I admit a mistake is a definite possibility, but then that begs the question, why did he make a mistake? Because he's fucking dumb. Because his parents did a bad job. Are you saying you know the answer to that? Listen, what if we met Mr. and Mrs. Butts? I'd like to have a word with them. Remember what Laurice was doing when he witnessed this event? Why are you humoring him with Laurice, huh? You're actually going with it. He was at Heavenly Hall waiting for a lover, because he's trying to prop him up, trying to get this piece of evidence to actually be taken seriously, so he's trying to make him sound better than he is. He waited and waited, and finally he laid down. But then, lightning shoots from the sky and sets the bridge aflame. Now ponder what sort of position Larry must have been in at the time. He was lying on his back, which is why he remembered the scene the way he did. He was lying on his back? I can't see how it relates. But it does, Your Honor. That is the reason why the wires in the sketch go up instead of down. Ah! No way. Laurice Stoneham witnessed the event while he was lying on his back, face up. In other words, the scene that he saw was actually upside down. So then this sketch should actually... I think you finally get it, Your Honor. The correct way to view Laurice Stoneham sketch is like this. Wow. This is how it should actually look. The victim's body wasn't flying above the bridge. It was actually swinging below. That's right, just like a pendulum. Would delicious? Or, no, ridiculous. Not delicious, ridiculous. The bridge was burning to a crisp, but there was no way to get across it. If the body had been found in the inner temple, it would have caused problems. This is where the criminal decided to take a gamble. They used the burning bridge to get the body across to the other side, and a pendulum was the only way to get it done. Let's think about this for a minute, shall we? Dusky Bridge is about 20 yards long, which means it's about that far from the inner temple to the opposite cliff. Yes, that sounds right. In order to cover that distance with a pendulum, you'd need a rope at least 10 yards long. To get a rope that long, you have to plan ahead. The lightning strike that night can only have been an accident, so it doesn't make sense that the criminal would have prepared the rope beforehand. Unless Dahlia, the devil incarnate, can summon lightning. So then, the criminal is Zeus, Damon Gant. The rope was already right in front of the criminal. What? I'm saying that it was just a matter of using what was already there. In that case, Mr. Wright, please give us an explanation to support your theory. He did turn into lightning at the end, remember, with his breakdown? That was crazy. That was like one of the best ones, if not the best. What makes you think the criminal had the rope on? Isn't it the same thing? I mean, the rope is right there. It's in the middle of the bridge, but, like, it's right there. You know, it came from the bridge. What did he just say? I actually missed what he just said. I feel like it might have been funny. This is one of the wires from the bridge. I'll see it when I edit. When the lightning struck the bridge and set it on fire, one of the suspension wires came loose from its anchor. The criminal didn't have any time to waste, so they tied the wire around Elise Stoneham body. Would that really happen? Would she go all the way up like that? I feel like she would just... and then land perfectly. It's a tad far-fetched, but I can possibly buy it. More so than I can buy them believing the Furio Tigre is meat. You like that coffee, man. Jeez. Mr. Godot! Seems that Mr. Godot is more focused on his coffee than answering my question. Seems that the odds of a rope being readily available were very high. So I suppose that it's not an impossibility after all. Possible or impossible, that's not the question we need to ask. There's only one question: did that really happen? Wright, I wonder if you can prove what happened to us. Do you have any actual evidence that the body was swung over like a pendulum? Dude, fucking... Do I? Do I actually? I must somewhere.